I'm Elaine.
And I'm Rachel.
And welcome to
Legs Out.
And away we go. This is the podcast where we tell you about Formula One our way. The races, the cars, the drivers. We are obsessed.
And here's why you should be too.
Welcome back to Legs Out, everyone. My name is Elaine. I have a special guest with me today. Her name is Morgan. She is a fellow dancer and a fellow F1 enthusiast. So yes, we're very happy to have you. Now, right away, are you willing to pledge your allegiance to one driver?
No.
All right. So you don't want to lead with any type of bias. You want to go at this from a neutral standpoint.
No.
Okay.
Incorrect. I just don't have one favorite driver. I like multiple drivers.
Ooh. Okay.
I root for multiple teams. I'm kind of one of those fans that's just like loves the sport, but there are people that I don't like.
Good. You're in good company then.
Yeah.
we can duke this out together. All right. So tell me, who at this moment in Formula One is your favorite driver?
At this moment, Kimi Antonelli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet,
I'm
baby.
a big fan of that little guy.
He's such a cutie.
Yeah.
Why do you like him?
When he started as a rookie last year, it was very apparent that he, like, out of, the 5 rookies that all started at the same time, he was, like, up there. I'm like, okay, he's a prodigy. He's got talent.
Yeah.
He's up there with the guys that have been racing for a lot longer. And, like, you could just tell he was, like, a risk taker. And so I was like, I'm going to just hitch my wagon to him. Because I want to see how far he goes. And then this season, he's just proved exactly what I thought. So
Above and beyond.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot like my journey with Max Verstappen, because I started paying attention to him right when he was on his rise. This was 2021. Mm-hmm. So it was really hard. I love a good underdog story. And I feel like that was the meteoric rise.
But that also leads me to my second favorite driver, who I also love, is Lando.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was, when I first started watching in 2023, he was the underdog.
Yeah.
So I root for the underdog, basically.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that.
If you're too talented, I don't like you.
Does that mean you don't like Max Verstappen?
I feel like I can't answer that question.
All right, we'll move on.
Because I know you're a huge Max fan. So
we'll move on.
Yeah.
We'll swiftly move on. What do you think brought you to Formula One? Like, what was the one thing that you saw that it was like, this is it?
Honestly, my uncle and my cousin, who I was going to visit with sometimes, they started watching it. And so I just was into it because they were, and I wanted to hang out with them. But I think what kept me watching was once I understood how physically hard the sport is.
Yeah.
And I got to learn what the drivers go through. And I think as a dancer, it kind of struck a chord with me of just the physical exertion that they go through. It seems super easy of they're just driving a car. Yeah. And I feel like dance is kind of the same way sometimes.
Oh my God.
It's
yes.
It looks so easy, but it's so hard.
100%. 100%.
So,
it's crazy.
I think that's what drew me in.
Love that. Did you ever watch Drive to Survive out of curiosity? Oh, you've never watched it?
No.
Okay.
Still never watched it.
I mean, props to you. I think it's the biggest gateway for most people, maybe even most women. I mean, it's hard to not be interested in it when they make it seem like a Real Housewives show. It's they marketed it very well, I feel like, for both genders who are interested in that.
Right.
And drama. But yeah, okay, good. Normally, we go straight into a newsroom section before we dive into the race. I don't think I have any news. This is also one of those things where when Rachel's here, she would have news.
I have 0 facts to share. Rachel has all of the statistics and all of the facts, and I just have opinions.
Good.
I mean, we can say that everything that I'm about to say is 100% true.
I'd be happy
if we won
to back you for president. Let's go. Facts. Only the facts.
Also, am I supposed to be looking at you?
You can look, I don't know.
Or am I supposed to look at you?
I'm looking back and forth. We're in the studio today. We are not in Rachel's house, which is where we normally record, because she is in Scotland, which you just told me
Yeah.
you will be.
I'm also going to be in Scotland in September. And so I'm looking forward to her coming back and like telling me about her trip and what to do, what not to do, what's like worth it and what's not. And
Rachel and I were talking about last episode how there's no Scotland race. Could you imagine how amazing it would be if there were a race in Scotland? It would be gorgeous. All right, are you ready to hop on
yes, let's do it.
the qualifying train?
Yes, let's just start talking about F1 now.
Okay, for qualifying, we had P1, George Russell, P2, Charles Leclerc, P3, Lewis Hamilton. Can you believe it? Ferrari lockout in a 2-3. I was shocked. Although I don't think Lewis would have been in P3 had Kimi been able to complete the lap.
Hold on, we need to back up.
You're right. All right, back it up. Tell, how do you think we should structure this?
Because qualifying made me so mad.
Why did it make you mad?
Because, okay, so Q1, we start with Kimi at the top. He's doing great.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then Q2, one of my favorite radio messages that happened was Toto telling George to just drive in such a sassy way.
He is the best.
It was Toto basically telling George, like, stop complaining, because we didn't hear the rest of the message of whatever George was saying, but, like, he was telling him to, like, just shut up and drive.
He is, Toto, this is why we call him Daddy Wolf. He's the best at just being like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Drive your race car. Yeah. I know you're mad because Kimi got a lolly and you didn't get one. Yeah. All right.
So let's just make it clear right now that I'm not a George Russell fan.
Yeah. You're an excellent company now because I have a lot of things to say about that.
Okay, you don't like it? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. So, and then my other thought with the Q1 and Q2 was that Max decided to just go do one flying lap for each one. But then in Q2, he almost got kicked out.
I don't understand what was happening with that. I literally, if Pierre Gasly had done a better lap, Max Verstappen would have been out in Q2. And look how well he did in the actual race. Was he banking on his laurels? That's not like him. Was he having problems with the car?
The commentators, I don't remember who it was Julian, or they made a joke that Max is obviously not being paid per lap.
That's actually really good.
He's just like, I'm just going to go out and do one lap because it doesn't matter how many I do. I'm getting paid the same amount.
100%. I don't need to.
But you're right, it was close. Like, I feel like if Gasly had done better, Max would have started P11, which is embarrassing.
Yeah, it is embarrassing. It's embarrassing for a lot of reasons. So there's a question there. There's probably an answer for that, but honestly, I think he just kind of left it. It seems like he just left it up to chance. Well, this, I was going to say it bored well for him.
You know what? Rachel would be really great at vocabulary things right now, but that's not me.
Well,
so whatever you want to say, it's correct.
Okay, good. I will say that was fortuitous for Max because he was putting in some pretty spectacular laps. He was purple in all sectors, and then I think with about 20 or 30 seconds left in Q3, he crashed into the wall.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
So,
but I mean, unfortunate for Max, yes, but unfortunate for Kimi.
More so.
My driver.
All right.
Because I firmly believe that if the whole like yellow flag, single, yellow, double yellow, if that whole thing hadn't been messing it up, I feel like Kimi could have gotten a faster lap than
All right.
Russell.
So there we go. We've come full circle to the first question I asked. I'm glad you said that. This is now a section where I would like to bring up the double versus single yellow flag. Do you know?
No, I'm here to learn.
Oh, great. I didn't know until this specific fucking lap. And Rachel and I did an entire episode on flags. So if you are interested in learning more about all of the flags, there's like a big meatball flag. That's exactly what it's called.
I'm sorry that I did not listen to this episode.
I'm sorry for you. All right. So what we're trying to say is if it's a single yellow, which is what George Russell saw, and in fact what it was, the lights were flashing one yellow, one green. That means that the driver, when it sees the single yellow, they have to prove that they have slowed down to a reasonable speed, like they've reduced their speed a reasonable amount before they continue on to the next sector, and then they can continue to push full speed.
Okay.
Double yellow, which is what Kimi thought he saw, flash just yellow, that is you have to completely abort the lap, which is what Kimi did.
Right.
And which is why Kimi was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Which is why pretty much everybody who hates George Russell was pissed, because George Russell weaseled his way into P1 after the yellow flag had been waved.
How did he reduce his speed like he was supposed to with the one yellow and still get P1? I don't understand that.
This is where I'm going to struggle being nice, because I have to I can't. I think he's a weasel snake, but we watched the video, the FIA watched the video, the commentators watched the video, everyone double, triple, quadruple, 10 checked it.
Right.
He decreased his speed by 2 gears, and you can hear the downshifts. So he decreases 2 full gears, and then he floors it to the fucking end. And where Verstappen crashed, it actually gave him quite a bit of an advantage to speed back up. And he was pissed. He's like, I lost at least a 1/10 of a second. Motherfucker, you got it. And I can't be mad because he actually did the right thing. What I am mad about...
I can still be mad.
Yes, that's true. We can still be mad about it.
You can choose not to be mad about it, but I'm still mad about it.
That's fair. That's fair. What does piss me off, though, is that all of the commentators, everyone is like, whoa, how amazing his technique is to notice that it was a single yellow and not a double yellow while he was driving. That's his fucking job. That's his job. Why are we giving him kudos? I mean, obviously Kimi mistook it, so I guess it's like you had a 50%. Well, you had
didn't see it though.
But you have a 50% chance. It's either going to be a double or a single. Yeah. It's still your job as the driver to do. That's like saying
like he doesn't need praise for that, though. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
I got you.
To me, no. This irritated me on a dancer level because no one is like, oh wow, she did a twipple
pirouette.
She did a triple pirouette and then stuck it in arabesque and held her leg up. That just means like you're doing very fast things while spotting, while keeping your core engaged, while pulling up through your inner thigh, while focused on balancing. I mean, it's like there are 5,000 things that dancers are thinking about at every single moment for the mastery of their body. Do we get complimented all the time on our mastery?
No.
I think it's a very double standard, and that irritates me.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Good.
You're right. 100%.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we can move on from my soapbox.
Okay, great.
You're like, I don't want to be here. Although, I will say, I watched the post-qualifying press conference, and George Russell said, he was asked, what do you think you should focus on for tomorrow? You're on the front row, you're in P1. Okay. He said, I'm going to tell myself, don't overdrive it, don't overthink it, just enjoy it because it's a cool thing that we get to do. It's kind of annoying coming out of his mouth. However,
right.
I feel like we could all use a little bit more of that, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you overdo it, like when you are in class, or like do you feel yourself backsliding sometimes, overthinking, overdriving, overdancing?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think also like when as a freelancer, like right now I have like a lot of different projects all happening at the same time, and it's easy for me to like get kind of like crazy over busy and freaking out, but honestly, like, I just need to enjoy the ride and enjoy that I'm like a part of all these wonderful, beautiful projects and have that privilege.
It's hard. Yes, you do. Yeah. And when you're in the moment, it's hard. I get it. So, I don't want to say let's live a little more George Russell, but
Let's not say that.
let's not ever say that.
But
Sorry, Georgie.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the race. We had George Russell in P1, Max Verstappen P2 miraculously, P3 Kimi Antonelli, and then very quietly, P4 was Oscar Piastri. Did you know? Yes. Isn't that crazy? See? No one
I'm
knows.
learning new things. No, I don't. But please educate me.
Well,
what are you talking about?
It's weird. Yes, Oscar Piastri came in P4, and it's weird because no one would know because he drives quietly, he places quietly. Boom. Do you have feelings about Oscar Piastri, or am I just reading you?
No, I think I'm just a Lando fan. I don't have a lot of strong feelings towards Oscar, but I like Lando.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just not willing to roll in the mud with me on that one. That's fair. That's fair. Understood. All right. I want to get your first reactions to the race. What were your reactions?
Okay, so I felt like, I seriously, I wish Rachel was here on my shoulder to talk to me about tires right now.
Yes! She's going to be so happy you said that.
Because I felt like I'm a newbie to F1 still. I consider myself, I'm not an expert at all.
Right.
So I felt like this track is so short, and so there's so many laps, and they're just like kind of all going, it was boring to me. Last year, hold on.
Okay.
Because I didn't really understand the, like, technique or
The strategy, the technique
strategy
even.
behind tires. The race when it was like so hot and the tires are falling apart and they're having to like time their pit stops and like there's so much strategy that goes into that I don't fully understand. But our Rachel understands.
She does. She does. I have one little bit in my notes about soft tires, and that's only for Rachel.
Right.
But we do know that the race was really hot, so it was kind of eating them up.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, essentially. Yeah. See? You do know something about tires.
I know something. And I did see, like, when they started the race, they're using all, like, the softest compounds that they have, like the C5, 4, and 3.
Yeah.
But in my head, I was like, wait, aren't the softer compounds going to be torn up more than the harder compounds?
Yes, they are.
Do they require them to use those 3?
They require them to use, they have a set amount of tires that they can use. They can't go over that.
Yeah.
And I believe, yes, that you are required to use one of each compound, I think. That's a really great question. I know they all use one of each compound.
I think they have to use 2 compounds.
At least. Yep, you're right. This is where Rachel would make me fact check this.
Insert Rachel here.
I know that during qualifying, I believe I saw them using softs.
Okay.
And then mediums and hards were the primary choice, unless you are Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton, who pitted and got a soft. What are you doing?
And Alonso had a soft tire, and Stroll.
Right,
yeah.
right.
We call them the data harvesters.
Right.
The
that makes sense.
I want to paint them like a big cow, black and white. So mean. Okay, anyway, keep going.
I think that's it. It was hot. I'm sure that like what their bodies are having to go through in that heat is insane. I can't comprehend what they're having to like mentally still do while their body is experiencing something so like physically draining.
They really do push themselves to the limits all the time, but especially when it's hot. I mean, they can lose, I think the stats are they lose so many pounds per race, and it's an alarming amount.
It's crazy.
Because your body is, what, like 90% water? Wow. Throwing out facts we have no business throwing out. Okay.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Why are we throwing
Why are we here? Okay. I want to spend a moment. I know Rachel would wish that we skipped this part, but we can't. So what happened to the Ferraris? They started on the front row. Mm-hmm. P2 for Leclerc, P3 for Hamilton. It was looking great. Everything was fine. Verstappen was in the wall. They were happy. I was sad. Now, We have Hamilton P5 and Leclerc P8. They pitted 3 times also. By the way, most people, it was a 2-stop strategy.
Right.
3 times.
I think that was just also because of the heat. The tires were falling apart.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree with you. So would Fred Vasseur, apparently. Fred Vasseur, he said to the media, it's the pace, not the strategy. I kind of hard disagree on that because I still think you fucked up the strategy. No one should be pitting 3 times.
Okay.
For soft tires.
For soft tires is wild.
I mean...
And it didn't work.
It's like, yeah, exactly, and it didn't work. So he claimed that was purely because they didn't have the pace. They were trying to manipulate the strategy to increase their pace. I just think it all went wrong for them, which is sad, considering Hamilton won the last race. That's sad face. Are you a Ferrari fan? Do you have feelings
really.
about?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm happy for Hamilton and like the success that he's seeing again, but like I'm not like a Hamilton fan.
Yeah.
But I don't hate them.
Okay.
And I feel like I like Leclerc because Rachel likes Leclerc, and I want to support her.
That's really sweet.
But no, I don't have any like hard feelings or anything towards Ferrari.
Well, wait a minute. If you want to support Rachel, and if you want to support me, wouldn't you also support Max Verstappen?
Oh, no.
Oh, you like Rachel more than me. This is what this means.
Yep.
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along. Goodbye.
I can see it.
Goodbye.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, here's the biggest question I think that we're going to take away from this race. How many more laps did Kimi need to win the race? 2?
Oh, to win the race?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like he could have passed Max in 2 laps.
Or would Max have passed George in 2 laps?
That's the thing. Ugh. I feel you can't do both. And it would be so hard for Kimi to pass Max if Max was also trying to pass George at the same time. Just the timing was so rough. That,
Yes.
like, let's say we had 10 more laps.
Yes.
I feel like shit would have gone wild.
Right.
And there would have been, I don't think Russell would have won. I think it would have been Max or Kimi.
I think you're completely right. 100%.
Because it felt like Kimi and Max both had pace. They
Yes.
both were pushing. I think Kimi ended with the fastest lap still.
He did.
Roots for my boy, Kimi. But I felt like Russell was like clawing for the finish line. Like, I don't think he had the pace to fight them.
No.
So I feel like he just had 2 fast little cheetahs behind him.
Yeah.
That were going to catch him eventually, but he was lucky that the flag came.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I completely agree. And I think it would come down to if they had 3 more laps, maybe Verstappen would have won. Mm-hmm. You're right, it's all about the timing. Mm-hmm. If they had 6 more laps, I think Kimi would have won. Or maybe I'll go with like 10. 3 to 5.
I can agree with that.
Verstappen, 10, Kimi would have passed.
Do you like how it was like 2 laps? Kimi
Yeah. Well,
That's how much I believe in him.
Dude, Kimi was so close. Kimi was so fucking fast on the streets.
What?
I just needed George to hit a little bit more traffic. Alonso did a good job. George Russell came up to the back of Alonso, and he was going into a chicane section, so it slowed down Alonso to where he couldn't let George Russell pass, and I was like, yes! Cow tractor!
Oh, also if there was a mistake. If Russell had
Yes.
made one mistake.
If this were George Russell of a year or 2 ago, I think he probably would have shit his pants.
Right.
Because that's kind of what he does under pressure. However, he's looking good this season. He's in a good car.
I think he's just in a good car.
I mean, I don't disagree. The car, but I love you. I love you. But I think
I can take it.
Okay.
It's okay.
I think the only reason Lando won is because he had a fast car last year.
I don't agree.
But
I do.
Nicest disagreement.
Here's the thing. Yes, McLaren had good cars.
Yes.
Like Lando had a great car last year.
They fucking nailed
I
it.
don't disagree with that. I think Lando's also really talented.
Yes.
But This year, McLaren does not have their shit together.
That is such a disappointment, especially coming off a World Driver Championship win.
Yep.
And I think Lando Norris ended up in P7 right above Leclerc. It was Piastri P4, Norris P7. So, McLaren's, they're up in the top 10. They're scoring points, but they're nowhere near where they were last year. Okay.
Like, he's not even in the running for, like, another championship right now.
That
which sucks.
Yes. So, obviously, it's a flip-flop. This year, Mercedes have nailed it.
Right.
They have by far the fastest car. But also, I think George has a more level head. George needed the extra assurance of having a really fast car. Mm-hmm. And I think now that's sort of giving him this supreme superiority complex.
Sounds like it's giving him an ego.
Yes.
And I just don't like to hear him talk ever. Over the radio, in the interviews, post-race, I'm like, just stop talking. Oh, wait. I'll save that for the end.
No.
Can I say? Okay, so this jumps to the end, but the post-race interview before they go up to the podium, and
I think I know what you're going to talk about. Are you talking about?
What does he say exactly? I thought I wrote it down. When the interviewer went to go talk to just Russell, like Max and Kimi both left.
They left.
And he made the joke of I guess they don't want to hear you anymore, hear you talk anymore, or something. It was so funny.
You know what was even better about that?
I can't quote him. It was great in the moment, but
it was absolutely amazing because that's the dynamic. And what was even better to me is that every time Kimi and Verstappen are near each other or they have podiumed together, magnets, fucking big brother, little brother mentality. George Russell's like, good job. And he's like, oh, thanks. By the way, hey, Verstappen, can you give me some tips on that? Man, I went so wide on turn 1. What did you do? He's like, yes, Kimi, you fucked up. You fucked up.
Even the champagne spray, they just go to each other.
They were spraying each other. George Russell's like, what? Oh, that is so good. That's such a good point. I love that. That might have been my favorite part, honestly.
I'm so glad that you also don't like Russell, because I don't know if we could be friends. If we could be friends. Or if I could come on here and talk about, because obviously Russell won, and so you would have been very happy for him. And
I think he's literally scraping by the skin of his nutsack. He's barely in, because every single time Kimi, he's just so excited, but he's just so young.
Right.
He went off the track twice, and I really think he shot himself in the foot, because where he went off on the track really did him a disservice, I hate to say.
No, I agree with you. He got a little too spicy right off the gate. He was like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
Which I love that about him, though.
Yeah.
Because he is young, and he's a risk taker, and he's a little naive.
Yes.
Which makes me like watching him, because he's pushing the limits to the point where he's literally pushing the limits on the penalties of going across the white lines, right? But I also think he's smart.
Yeah.
To know
I do too.
This is how many I can get.
Yes.
Before they penalize me.
Yes. Oh, they're
smart.
all thinking about that.
He's good.
You know what's funny? You know who that reminds me of?
Who?
Max Verstappen.
Oh my gosh.
But it really does.
I know. That's why they get along.
Yeah, I think that's why they gravitate towards each other.
They're we're both geniuses. God.
And we both want to push the limit.
Yeah.
Kimi, we could go back 3 or 4 years, and Verstappen's radios sounded like Kimi's and worse. I mean, he was the spiciest little bunny. All right, so do we want to talk about the fact that literally everyone was on fire?
Oh my gosh, yes. The first 5 laps in, it's 2 had a fire, 1 had smoke.
Yeah. So the third person that said he was seeing smoke in the cockpit was Liam Lawson, who ended up...
Who stayed out.
He stayed out. Hold on. Let me get my... This is my favorite stat tracker book. Okay. Liam Lawson finished P9. And he had smoke inside of his car. So...
I don't know what that was about. I feel like we need to find out what that was.
I meant to look that up before, honestly. Actually, wait, hold on. I'll insert. No, I don't know how to do the elevator music. Rachel can tell me. Okay, I'm back. I found it. Are you ready?
Yes, let's hear it.
So both of the Cadillacs, their brakes failed, and they were completely on fire to the point where I believe it was Valtteri Bottas who had to go in first. He retired on the second lap of the race, and they, on the little corner in the screen, it was his car engulfed in the fire extinguisher smoke.
Right.
Like 15 fire extinguishers trying to put out his car. 2 laps later, you have Sergio Perez. Both Cadillacs break fire. Liam Lawson, when he was the third person to say, I see smoke and fire, his brakes were on fire. Okay. And he couldn't breathe for a few laps. And then they settled down, he said. Literally,
what?
His quote is, I think they were on fire because I had smoke and couldn't really breathe for a few good laps. Yeah, not ideal, but they settled down. Just the first lap, car's heavy, obviously in traffic, but after that, everything was okay.
Oh my gosh. And he finished the race.
And he had
no issues after that.
In the points.
Oh my gosh. That's impressive.
Right? I mean, all right. So
it's crazy.
Was the track just that hot?
Apparently. I mean, honestly, towards the end of the race, I struggled to understand the radio messages. Like, because they weren't, like, typing them out like how you normally can see.
Yeah.
When it's just the audio, I couldn't understand them because I feel like the drivers were, like, physically exerting themselves so much they couldn't speak clearly.
Yes, correct. Yes.
So yeah, I think it really is that hot because everyone's struggling to even like talk in the radio.
Yeah. I do like when they at least give you the closed caption version.
Yes, exactly.
Unless it's like Kimi's and all of his radios are like asterisk, 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 bleep, 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 bleep. These are my favorite. All right. Now, I feel like we should at least, before we move on, cover the drone footage.
Okay, I saw this on the outline.
Yeah.
The first time they did it, I hated it. I was like, what is this? They can't. But they could not keep up with the cars. And then, as it kept going, I was like rooting for the drone. I'm like, go, go, go. You're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it.
That's really funny. That was
You hated it. You hated it. Huh?
I hated it. I mean, I didn't hate it. I'm just like, who the fuck gave this guy the controls who's trying to run for James Cameron's shot? Like,
I just think the drone is not as fast as these cars.
I mean, correct.
Obviously. And so you had to like widen your shot enough for that so that when they're going out of range, you can still kind of see them.
Why did he have to pretend he was Avatar though and like zoom sideways? That was I wanted 3D glasses and popcorn because that was fucking bonkers.
I will say there was a cool shot with that drone towards the beginning.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's multiple. But hold on. Hold your horses.
Hold up.
One was towards the beginning with my boy Kimi and the 2 McLarens sandwiching him in, and I was like, run, Kimi, run! It was such a good shot with both the McLarens coming up on either side of him, and that was great.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But then also the Hamilton and Max battling happening. There was some good shots of that as well. That was cool.
That was nice. That was like what you see typical yo-yo racing.
Yeah.
One person passes and then the other person has harvested enough to pass back. But I mean, Ferrari was not as fast on the straights this time. They really were pooping out. Sorry, Rachel. Anyway, there was a commercial a long time ago about a normal car getting onto the freeway and you see 2 box trucks on either side. And the wife looks at the husband who's driving and goes, shoot the gap. So now every time I see footage like that would be like, Kimmy, shoot the gap. Shoot the gap.
I'm regularly screaming, run, Kimmy, run. That's like my vocal stim or something. Every time that I see Kimmy, like, run, Kimmy, run. Because he's usually being chased by someone like much more experienced than he is, and he's just a kid. So I'm like, run.
I'm running. We should put that on a shirt for you.
Yeah, I'd take it.
All right. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about for this race? Do you have any?
Yeah, Russell's stupid ass pose on the top of his car. I hate it.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that up. Are you so done with the eagle arms?
Yes, I'm so done with it. But I think he's gonna keep it because it's become like his staple.
I know he can't do anything else. He really he has one signature move and he's afraid to let it go.
It just looks
Dumb. As people who make their living creating shapes, George Russell, get a different shape.
Yeah.
We should get him devising. There is an activity that dancers do to create movement, sometimes called live devising. And we are given just random words, and you have to create a little movement or phrase based on that movement. So if I were to say, George Russell, Morgan, what would you do?
I can't do it on camera.
Oh. Fair. I love that. All right, well, maybe we'll film it.
Okay.
And I'll have Rachel put it up. Not safe for work.
Rachel's gonna fire me.
Rachel's not going to fire you because I love it. Okay, have you heard this? There's one order Muppet and there's one chaos Muppet for every scenario. Obviously,
Obviously,
chaos.
you're the chaos Muppet. Yeah,
Rachel is the order. But I feel like you serve as a good bit of both.
I can be in between.
Yeah. So join the chaos side. It's much more fun.
Someone needs to organize this thing.
Clearly, I showed up today with all of the supplies to set up for the podcast, and they were just laying on the floor when Morgan walked in, and she goes, "It looks like you need my help because I am type A and you are not."
And I did. I said, okay, let's make a plan. What do we need to do? What's the first thing? Extension cord? I got you. I'm going to go find an extension cord.
It was so easy. You made it so easy. Once we found the extension cord, it was like, oh, okay, here we go. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Plug everything in. You need a table? I got you.
I saw my skills were needed, so.
Oh, thank God you're here. Order Muppet for the Chaos Muppet. So next round,
Yeah.
it's a double header. So literally this coming weekend, 4th of July weekend, we have Silverstone. And it is kind of ironic that Silverstone is on the weekend of yes, American independence. Hysterical. So do you know anything about Silverstone? Do you have any thoughts about Silverstone?
I don't really know anything about Silverstone. The only thing that comes to mind is that it's a much more longer and interesting track than Austria that we just saw.
Yeah.
A lot more turns. I think Austria only had 10 turns or something.
Yeah, it's a rather short.
Yeah. So I'm excited for Silverstone.
Okay, I'm going to read you the little ditty out of my book.
Let's hear it.
So this first Grand Prix was in 1950. So it's pretty old. Circuit length, 5.89 kilometers. This is based on Austria's, which was only 4.3. So this has, they're going to go fewer laps. In fact, they do 52 instead of the 71.
71?
Yes, right?
So long.
Would you rather watch 71 laps or 52?
52.
Interesting. I'd rather watch 71.
With a more interesting track and a longer track? 52.
Well, I thought, I really liked the Austria track. I think the setting is beautiful. I love,
Obviously,
there's that
Austria is
super
beautiful.
high.
You don't have to tell me that.
Duh.
Anyway.
But the change in elevation too, they had to go up that super steep hill.
Right.
Yeah. Although the fans were way far off in the distance. That was the only thing that looked like it would be a negative for going to the Red Bull Ring. The fans are put way far back from the track.
I didn't notice that, honestly, at all.
Okay. You don't plan on going then, clearly.
No.
That's not. If you were to go to one race, which one would it be?
Oh, no.
Why do you look like you
The only
hate
one,
it?
the only one I can afford here in Austin.
That's true. Okay, if money were no issue, literally, if money were no issue, do you want to think about it while I finish these facts?
Yes.
Okay.
Think about it.
Think about it. So, 18 turns as opposed to 10. So you are right. There are a lot more turns. It is more interesting in that sense. The British Grand Prix at Silverstone Circuit is a 5.8-kilometer track with 18 turns, known for its high-speed layout and historic significance as the host of the first Formula One World Championship race in 1950. Iconic corners like Maggots, Beckett's, and Copse challenge drivers' precision and skill. So is that the one you want to go to?
No.
Ooh!
I have my answer.
What is
I
it?
think I'd want to go to Brazil because it's always a crazy race with
Chaos.
the weather. The weather is always crazy. So
That's
that
such a
would
good
be-
answer.
Yeah.
That's such a good answer, Morgan. All right, well, let's go. We're doing it.
You're paying?
Yeah. We're going to get sponsored. Duh.
Right.
By, who should we get sponsored by? Block?
The book.
Yes. Formula Fanatics, find us. Sponsor our trip to Brazil. We will make it worth your while. All right. Do you have any predictions as far as who you think will do well at that track?
I do. Even though I have my drivers that I want to do well,
Yes.
and Mercedes is obviously, they have a good car. They're going to be up there. But in the past, this has been like Lewis's track,
Yeah.
and it's also his home track. So I am kind of thinking that, I mean, after this last race, like, he was up there. I feel like it's not that crazy that he could take Silverstone. So
Okay. That's a good prediction. Last year, I'm glad I looked this up. Last year, we had a double McLaren finish. Lando Norris, P1, Oscar Piastri, P2, which I do remember him being very emotional about. His mom was there. Lando Norris is from Great Britain. He's from England. So that was nice. But then also, we saw the infamous Hulkenberg podium.
yes, that was a big podium.
This
That was
was-
a huge podium.
That
It was
was
so emotional.
so crazy. This was his first podium. And they gave him, how do you feel about the Lego trophy? How do you feel about that?
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, let me tell you. They gave him,
What happened?
they all get trophies. They get very nice, beautiful trophies. I'm not thrilled with the trophies they've had this year. They're just like the outline of
Of
the
the
track in
track.
bronze.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
They're really boring. I'm not going to lie. Bring back the interesting shit.
Are they doing that this whole year? Is that a new thing?
Hopefully not. I'm going to look it up and I'll have answers for you next week. But for the Silverstone race last year, they were given these beautiful historic trophies, but not to keep. They stay at Silverstone. Instead, to take home, because Lego sponsored or had like a big deal with this race in particular, they were giving a Lego trophy.
Like, I could have made that at home.
Fuck yes. Why? Why? Are you insulted? I'm insulted.
I mean, if I was one of the drivers, I think I'd be insulted as well. Yeah, I totally forgot that happened.
I've brought this up at least 10 times. I will not let it go. I'm so irritated for him. But he was such a good sport about it. He said,
His first trophy
I
that he got
know.
to take home and is made of Legos.
and it's made of Legos. His kid, he said, I have 2 kids and I'm sure they'll be very happy with it and I'm going to let them play with it. Those kids are going to destroy that. He's not going to have anything left. I mean, like, that trophy has been long destroyed if they got to play with it.
Right. Well,
all right.
this year, if they're doing the whole outline of the track, then it won't be Legos. So
Let's bring Hulkenberg back for another podium.
hell yeah.
That's all I want. All right. Well, I believe we've covered all the things. Thank you so much for joining me.
This was fun.
I really appreciate
It was
it.
nice to chat with you about F1 stuff.
Yay! You came around too. We can still like different drivers and be friends,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So convincing. All right, so stay tuned. Next week we will be back to recap the Silverstone Grand Prix. Rachel will be back from Scotland. We will have plenty more to discuss. She will have more news than I ever know, and we can talk more about tires,
Right.
because that's not on me.
I cannot replace Rachel.
But we hope to have you on again.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Follow us on all the things. We are on all the social media things that you could ever dream of. Probably not, but maybe. So follow us wherever you are there. All right. So with that, it's legs out
And
and
away
away
we
we
go.
go. We'll see you next time.